We OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Yeah. Experts on reload. Yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Man, pool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Runes is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Man, pool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We are live for another Ordinal Hour, and it's going to be a good one. Very slow in the market. Me and Yagobi were looking for news like all morning. Couldn't really find anything. My man Yasher is always helping us out. We got him on Telegram now. He's helping us out with the research, and it's been fun. But there's not a lot of Ordinal news, so we're gonna have a really chill show. We're gonna kind of go over a bunch of different things. If you guys have anything you guys want us to look at, put it in the chat. We will have a members only live video tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are a member, please check those out tonight. That's gonna be really about you guys. We're really gonna dig into what you guys want us to look at. We'll give our opinions on stuff, and we'll have a good time like we always do. So check that out tonight at 9, members only video. So without further ado, we bring in my partner here as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What is up? What's
going on, man? So I just want to give a shout out real quick to the Black Runner. They had us on their show without us knowing. I want to shout out Patty Poo. He was like, yeah, you guys are on Black Runner. So I went back, we watched it, and I just wanted to say shout out to the guys and appreciate them. We had some people in our comments asking us some DMT type of questions, and they answered them. So that was really cool. They played the whole segment of our Q&A, and yeah, so just wanted to give a quick shout out to them.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. We kind of grew in this space, at least kind of together, right? Like they obviously had their channel for a lot longer than us, but in terms of the Ordinal space, we kind of grew together. So shout out to those guys. And I think that this is going to be a good thing, because what they did was kind of use our segment to break things down in more of a simpler format for their viewers and understanding it. So.
100%. And I loved it because they answered questions that obviously, I haven't dug in. I haven't done my due diligence, and
until yesterday.
That's the reason why. So I watched that video and I was like, you know what, dude? Like I want to be an expert in this entire space, and I'm really leaving this sector out. So I need to start digging in. Yes, so I started digging in. I started watching some old Black Runner videos, trying to really get a good concept on it. And I bought my first NAT. I bought a frog. And I'm going to continue my NAT journey. I'm going to keep digging in and let's see what happens.
Yeah. That's I think that's really good, right? You got to always be open-minded when you're really a subject matter expert of a space, and I think that's a good thing that you realize, hey, let's just dive into it. And so it's gonna be fun going over some of the stuff that you got into yesterday, right? So
yeah. I found the Tap Explorer wallet, so we'll get into that later. But yeah, real quick, I think that the Tap ecosystem is going to blow up, right? And I didn't realize how big the NAT stuff was, the NAT DMT stuff was. I mean, that's their NFTs basically. I mean, you could say the Tap Art, the OG Tap Art, which we're still bullish on. We still have some of the stuff from the very beginning, the punks and the what was that called? The buildings.
Mega Structure.
Yeah, the mega structure, that was pretty cool. But now the NAT DMT stuff is their NFTs. It is their ordinals. So it's really cool. And I think they kind of grow together with the Tap ecosystem. So we'll see what happens with that. And I'm very bullish on the marketplaces that we're hearing that are coming. But we do have a Tap Explorer that we're going to look at. That's really amazing. So we'll get into that later today. But we'll get into the first bit of news here. We knew this was coming, but it finally happened. MicroStrategy has acquired an additional 11,931 Bitcoin for $786 million using proceeds from the convertible notes and the excess cash. So the average price was $65,883 per Bitcoin. Now MSTR or MicroStrategy holds 226,331. They're basically an ETF. I mean, there's some ETFs out there. I mean, obviously Fidelity and BlackRock, if you take them out, they're the third largest holdings of Bitcoin. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, that's so crazy. Just looking at the total amount of Bitcoin they're holding, 226,000 Bitcoin. People will just die for like a single full Bitcoin, right? But hey, look where it's led them to, right? They're one of the most valued companies because of this, and other companies are trying to follow suit and really try to follow that blueprint. Obviously, getting it at a higher price, but they're buying at these prices too. So why not?
Yeah, I mean, Michael Saylor came out and said he's going to buy at $3 million. He will buy a Bitcoin at $3 million. That's what he said. So he doesn't care. He's just going to continuously buy.
If it's at $3 million and he has 226,000 of them, I think he can afford.
He says he would never sell them. That's the thing. It's like, if you don't sell them, where are you going to get more money from?
Shareholders, I don't know.
But he's going to keep doing these convertible notes and keep selling. So I don't know. That's what he said. How many Bitcoin do you think Michael Saylor holds personally?
Personally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that he has like his ledgers or whatever, or maybe I don't know how he holds them, right? But yeah, I'm sure he has a good amount.
Well, Coinbase is the custodian for MSTR. He might have an account there and hold them
like
there,
a private account or something.
Yeah. Yep. What would you say? Would like if I told you $1,000, you take the under or the over? What are you taking? I mean, I'm sorry, 1,000 Bitcoin. You got to take the over and under for Michael Saylor's personal holdings.
I'll probably say over.
Over.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but
I know.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm throwing a dart in the dark, right? But 1,000 Bitcoin is what? Let's see, $65 million. So
you think he has?
I don't know.
What do you think? Yeah,
I think he can probably.
Well, they say his majority of his money he made from investing. Like, he doesn't get paid from like MicroStrategy. I mean, he gets bonuses and stuff, but like apparently he was like a big stock investor back in the the early 90s and stuff. So he made a lot of money off Google and Yahoo and stuff like that. So he's definitely very well off for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving to the next thing. You got
one thing really quickly. They say skin in the game. You always have skin in the game. Abdul actually commented that just now. But the thing is, like, he talks like he has skin in the game, right? So I imagine that he probably has a good amount of skin in the game. So
you would still take the over on the 1,000?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, moving on here. This is big. This is really big because, again, so we had Canada do it first, and then we have the EU came out, and then today Swiss National Bank cut rates again. So this is their second time, down to 1.25. I mean, this is it's another sign that the July meeting, the end of July, which is about a month from today, think we get a rate cut?
I do. I think that job numbers look like they're reporting in reporting unemployment higher numbers, so that can really give the Fed the reason to do it. Also, we're starting to see more and more of these countries and reporting this, right? And Swiss National Bank is a big one. So You know, it's inevitable. It seems like we're the last to increase and we're last to cut. So we'll see how much longer it takes. Every month I'm feeling stronger and stronger that it's going to be, you know, that next month. So
Yeah,
July, if I would have had to put money on it, I would say, yeah, I think there's a good shot.
all right. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm actually like, I think I'm like, it's 80% sure that we cut rates 0.25. I say that because, you know, Jerome Powell, he lies a lot. Like, he'll come out and he'll say longer for higher or some other crap. I mean, back in 2019, he came out the press conference before and said they're not cutting rates that year. The next press conference came out and they cut rates. So it's like, don't watch what they say, watch what they do. He purposely comes out and says negative things to kind of have the market go one way. So that way, whatever he's trying to do happens, right? Like, he right now he's trying to get, like, you know, the jobs numbers, basically keep them down. And if he can't, he's going to try that with the rate cuts. So I feel like he's going to do what's best, and he's going to say the opposite, I think. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep, man.
I saw this last cycle. Bitcoin topped at 530 days after the BTC halving. We're currently 60 days after this halving. People need to cool their jets and have some patience. And I was like, you know what? 100%, dude. 60 days. So we technically, just to get to I think it's going to be a super cycle, and we're going to go 700 days. But 530 days, I mean, still that's 470 days to go. Are you ready for that?
Well, I mean, we just got to look at the history, right?
Yeah.
History doesn't ever repeat exactly, but it rhymes. That's the saying, right? And it's very true in this case as well. And like I brought up yesterday, you know, we have a live stream Monday through Friday, and our audience, you know, is rock solid in terms of consistency, showing up even on like tough days and tough weeks. So shout out to you guys. But when you do that, it's like it's easy to be impatient, right? Especially whenever your ecosystem is an innovative ecosystem, and we've had like really bullish times here, and we're excited about it because it's Bitcoin, it's the Bitcoin ecosystem. This is the narrative to carry us. So we're like, why not now? Why not now? But in reality, it's typically the end of the halving year, and we said this yesterday, and I'll keep repeating this just to remind people, you know, to really increase their patience. You know, the end of the halving year and the spring and possibly falls of the following year, depending on how long the bull run lasts. So yeah, patience is definitely something that needs to be practiced, you know, specifically in our space. I think with us too, like, I'm not excluding myself, I get impatient as well, but then you just got to think about what the long-term goal here is, right? We're not here to really just like flash in a pan and make, you know, $50,000 and you're out, right? This is something that's like a life-changing thing. It's like whenever you lose weight and you get in shape, you can't just lose 30 pounds and be like, okay, I'm good. And then you go back to eating junk, because you're going to gain that right back.
Yep. I agree. 100%. All right. That's something we've been doing on the show here. We bring up the fear and greed. Apparently there's some teeth in the way, but okay, I'll move that. Okay. So look at it. It's like at the top of the screen. It's like, that's what I'm saying. I was seeing a bunch of teeth. But the fear and greed index is 60 today. So right now it's 60. Yesterday it was 64. Last week it was 70. When we first started checking, this was around 72. I have a chart here on it as well. So we were definitely down for pretty much all last year. I mean, yeah. So what do you think about the fear and greed? This number, is it fair?
No, I feel like it's kind of a little bit lower than that, but it is going in the right direction. We do need to kind of calm down. So, you know, we said yesterday, this is something that's needed to go into that direction. And I think so too. Like, right, you know, the past couple of weeks, if you think about it, there's just a bunch of like crazy stuff happening on crypto Twitter with all these like celebrity coins and all this stuff. It needs to quiet down a little bit, right? And I think that's what's starting to happen here.
I agree. All right, man. If you wouldn't mind kindly showing your Bitcoin chart, let's kind of see what the king is doing, because everything starts and ends with the king.
Yeah, and the king doesn't know what he wants to do today. because we saw some really good. So this is the hour chart, guys. This is the chart that I use for a little bit of the shorter time frame. I would like to say like 9 hours out of a forecast, right? But we did see it get to 66,000, what, like 200, 300 this morning, very early this morning, and then just take a big fat dump all the way down to 64 something here. Now we're trying to bounce back here, right? But we definitely headed down into the oversold territories where we're just now entering in. So we got there pretty quick. I'll say that. So that is kind of a good sign, but at the same time, we could see some bounce back up before we really see if this sticks it down here and stays down here for a while. Because if it does, then 5-6 p.m. Central, we could continually see like further down 64.5, 64,000, or we could see back and forth, because even though this is treading headed into the oversold, it doesn't mean that we won't have chop still, because you have chop no matter what time frame you're looking at sometimes, right? So what I'm hoping is a quick bounce back, not hanging out down here for very long, but we shall see. And the 4-hour chart, which is more of a 2 to 3 day forecast, is showing not so great here. We just entered into overbought not long ago, but there's that big fat red candle that we just saw not long ago, like a couple hours ago, right? So the MACD is telling us it's the buy pressure is starting to weaken a little bit. You can see the blue line start to tick down. If this continually goes down here, then that's not good for the weekend. What I'd love to see is a reversal here, and we hang out up here, because we could very well hang out up here for a while, bounce up and down up here like something like this. If that's the case, then not necessarily go down to that 63.5 that I predicted yesterday that we would end on Friday. I don't want that to happen, but if if it happens, then it happens, right? So I don't know. We're kind of a little bit I feel like Tom Crown and those other guys, that I'm not as good as them, of course, but like they're a little bit lost on what to say too, right? So people are just waiting on for Bitcoin to make its decision to bounce back up.
Yeah, no, I watch a lot of like TA guys, just and they all basically saying the same thing. They're all basically saying that it's boring right now, and they're forcing themselves to do a video. It's just so funny. They're all saying the same thing. Tyler S, Tom Crown, and M Crypto. It's like I haven't did a video in 3 weeks. People are like asking me if I'm okay. It's like there's nothing to talk about. So it's pretty crazy that it's just very boring. But I think we're about to enter that banana zone that we talked about yesterday. So all right.
Zone.
They have to go nuts. So we'll hop into the roll call. Let's see who's here. I've been neglecting the comments here. Let's see who is in the building.
Real quick before we do, guys, make sure you smash that like. Sorry, I just want to make sure to remind everybody to subscribe if you're not on the YouTube side. On the Twitter side, please share this space. Appreciate all you guys showing up every day. You guys are so consistent, and that's what we preach. So thank you guys for doing that.
100%. Appreciate every single one of you guys, man. James Rippin, first is first. Congratulations, James. You win today. You are number one. Thank you so much for being here. I Walk Alone is in the building. So, well, I guess second is better than third. Second is better than third. Followed by Tim Bake, one of our moderators. Thank you so much, Tim, for everything you do for the show. Appreciate you. Crypto Cats is in the building. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Poo. He loves me and I love you. Green Man is in the building. Crypto Noob. Danny, man, appreciate you, my friend. No, you're not last, Danny. You're always first to us, my friend. PJNZ, he says, don't delete me, YouTube, as I will be asleep once live. Yeah, sorry about that. But tune in tonight. You'll probably be awake. So, okay. I messed up this name yesterday. I'm not going to mess it up today. So I'm going to let you say it.
Reziak. I think Reziak, maybe Reziak. I just
he's gonna toast you, bro. He's gonna toast you. Yashir, man. Yashir, like I said in the monologue, we have him in Telegram now. He's gonna be helping us out with our research and developments. So our R&D. So thank you so much, Yashir. Followed by Ordinal's tweets is here. Glass Hoppers in the building. Rick G, man. Long live BRC20s. I mean, my man is hanging on by a thread, but track is up like 20% on the day. So, and that is a BRC20. So
pizza's still there too. So
what's pizza at? What
pizza? I think it's like 450 last time I checked.
450. Joko's in the building. He says back to bullish today. Let's go, man. I'm hoping for it. He said Shizzy turning bullish on DMT. Yeah, we're gonna get into that later. I promise. Superfan is in the building. LSR is here. Chief Axel Cheedy is here. What's up, Cheedy? Francisco Jose is in the building. Coach Cats, Catchy Cats, Cats, whatever you want to call him. He's here today with his donuts and his coffee and his dog and his rocket and his moon. So shout out Catchy Cats. Chain Watcher is here. Abdul United, Crypto Mona. Cheedy says, Shizzy, I saw your tweet about the tap wall. Yes, we'll get into that. Promise. Kai Effect is here. My man, no, one of my favorites. Itatoshi, one of my favorites as well. Appreciate you, my friend, always being here. He said, walked in to the Mark Twain quote based. So shout out to you, Yagobi. He said, that's a good analogy, Yagobi. And then I Walk Alone says, smash that like button. And Jason goes, what about RUNI? We'll get
We're
into
gonna talk about that too
later. Yep. So it feels like you guys are on the same page with us because everything you guys mentioned in there we'll be talking about. So, but you know, then we so we were doing something last week where we were naming the show, but we weren't talking about the name of the show at all. So we're gonna get in. We're gonna do a better job with that. So today we're the name of the show is Bitcoin Meme Coin Thursday. So we're gonna get into meme coins. And guys, put your top 5 meme coins in the chat. We'd love to read them when we're done as well. But Yagobi, I'm gonna hit you first. Give me your top 5 meme coins, and I want to why. I gotta give me an answer why. And cute cat isn't gonna work for me.
Grumpy Cat is my number 1. You guys remember Grumpy Cat? No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, dude, you're making it back.
Yeah, the OGs know what Grumpy Cat is from the BRC 20.
What was that ticker? DRMP?
I think no. I think it was maybe.
Yeah.
Goodness, I don't remember what the actual ticker was, but. All right, so guys, I'm going to give you guys my top 5. I'm going to start with number 5 here. Number 5 to me is $1 Billion Cat. Reason why I feel like $1 Billion Cat is number 5 is because it has really picked up a lot of momentum. Actually, it started off pretty strong too, right? But it's gone through the phases of, just solidifying itself at number 6 in total volume. And I do think it's a cabal play, but I think it's a one that sustains its market cap, right? So one that we saw recently that tried to, it was also maybe a smaller cabal play, was Silly Cat, and it got to 6 million, and then now it's all the way back to 2 million. So that dropped off pretty significantly in the past day. So $1 Billion Cat's number 5. Number 4 for me is going to be. All right, so number 4 to me is Pups World Peace, because that is obviously a meme coin, right?
Yeah.
Very, very strong community behind it. I do feel like Pups has lost some momentum because it was at like $150 million market cap. I think it got close to 200 million, and now it's down to 79 million. And the community too has been a little bit less vocal, and I think maybe they're just being quiet intentionally. But I think that, they can turn it on at any moment. So that's why they're number 4 for me. Number 3 is going to be Pizza BRC 20. I feel like that is, has 114,000 holders. A lot of people are talking about it in the East. Some people in the West, not so much in the West. So I'll say that probably represents like the East, Eastern part of the world for the meme coins. And then number 2 for me is, wow, I had my number 2. So this one's going to shock some people. Oh, you know what? I can't put them because for me, number 2 is Dog. I was gonna say, so I was a little bit conflicted with a couple just now. Number 2 is Dog, just because the momentum that Leonidas created for it and all that stuff. Yeah. And number 1, I got to do it. People are probably not gonna agree with me, but Mr. Yen, Japanese businessman.
Number 1.
The reason why is because I'm doing this based off of like meme power in terms of like actual memes that are being put out there too. Like Leonidas is consistent with Dog, but it's not like funny memes, right? And then these other ones, they're putting posts out there, but the posts that make me laugh every day literally is Mr. Yen, Japanese businessman. Like the 4 Non-Blondes video from yesterday was absolutely amazing. The person behind these memes freaking deserves an award. I think it's severely underrated, but I also think that it has that appeal that once things in the whole crypto space goes crazy, it could catch. It's like one of those that's just like a cult following that can really blow up. Obviously, people are going to probably say, you know, I am biased because I've loved it since its inception. You know, obviously, probably won't get the highest market cap, but that's just my top 5.
Out of your top 5, do you hold all 5?
No, but I do hold. I hold a little bit of dog. I hold Mr. Yen. I do hold Mr. Yen, just because I believe in it so much. But I also hold pizza. I do hold pizza, and I think that's it.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't hold
So I just wanted to be clear so everyone, so that everyone knows. But yeah, that's cool that you have someone that you don't hold. I mean, I think that's the best part, and you're just being realistic with it, So my top 5. So I'll start backwards as well. So my 5, I think Donald Trump, just because I think number go up. And I'm a big fan of memes that number go up. But the election, I mean, the debate happening in 7 days. I do not hold any yet. I'm looking to buy some now. So the election happened in 7 days. I think that Trump's going to destroy in that. So I just think the other guy doesn't really know what's going on. So that should be fun to watch. I'm just being honest. Number 4, I'm gonna have to agree with you and say pizza, just because the airdrop was just phenomenal. They did an amazing job with the claim, and that was just big. Number 3, I'm gonna put Mr. Yen, the Japanese businessman, the best memes in the game. Again, I do not hold any pizza, and I do not hold any Mr. Yen there either. Number 2, I'm gonna say Gib. I just think that
that's a shocker.
I know, and it's because I spent a lot of time looking over there yesterday, and I think that that has an opportunity to really explode. And I do not own this one as well, and I'm looking to get into this though. So I am looking for opportunities to get in. So guys, please don't front run me, but looking for an opportunity to get in Gib. And number 1, dog, just because Leonidas was just such an amazing job, and that is the one I hold. I hold about 7 million of these, so. That might be a reason why it's my number 1, but it's dog. It's the leading. I mean, the market cap of all of runes is 1.5. Dog is
0.5.
0.5, 33 and a third of that, right? So that's another reason why too. It's just the market cap is just so unbelievable to the comparison of everything else that, I mean, to me, it's stupid not to at least put them in the top 5, just like both of us did. But I think we're both pretty much on the same page though. I think my shocker was definitely Gib, and I could have put Gib in 3 and Mr. Yan in 2. Either way, I'd be fine with that. But I'm looking at that and looking for opportunities over there, guys. I think if and we're hearing this marketplace, and we're hearing this and this and that. We're hearing that Ghosty had some news yesterday in the Jake Gallen spaces. So apparently something about maybe becoming a layer 2. I don't know. I have to go back and listen to that, but I'm very bullish on them as well. Do you want to give like your top 3 non-memes?
I
know at the top of your head.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of tough. But I do want to comment on the Ghosty situation, right?
Yeah.
So if that is true with Ghosty being a layer 2 eventually, I think that's huge. That's huge, especially with the partnership with ICP, right? Because I imagine, and this is just me with no information, just going off of my imagination here and speculation. But like Ghosty will probably create some sort of EVM type of chain, right? EVM based chain. ICP is going to create a bridge that can bridge off of Bitcoin into EVM stuff. You bridge directly to Ghosty. Ghosty works closely with the track team, the tap team, and they literally bridge over, create liquidity for all of these tap tokens, and you can bridge back and forth if you want, right? That would be an amazing setup. That would be a really big, huge utility plus for Ghosty, which already has one of the most utilities in the space, right? So I think this could be huge for Track and Ghosty. The Track ecosystem, Tap and Ghosty. But obviously we got to see that play out, right? Because words are words, and especially in our space, words are words until they become something of existence, right? Actual building and stuff that people can use. But if it does play out, that would be huge. And I think tokens like Gib, and hopefully some of these OG tap tokens that
Yeah.
I hold myself. You know, like I love that I still hold on to a lot of this stuff. Like with tap, I still have the freaking Rick Roll YouTube inscription, tap inscription. I have 10,000 of those tokens. And so that was something that was really cool that a lot of new people probably don't realize, is that when Benny rolled tap out, he was like, hey, look, guys, we can do more than just you know, fungible tokens or art. We can actually fractionalize art and media. And that's exactly what he did with the Rick Roll video. If you guys know Rick Roll, it's the meme Rick Roll. You just got Rick Rolled. And basically that YouTube link video was fractionalized into, I can't remember, 21 million, I think, tokens. And I minted 10,000 of those. So who knows what ends up coming out of all this, but I think there could be some really fun times, right? And I think it'd be just so fun and amazing to really have Benny and his team back in the forefront of the Bitcoin ecosystem.
It was so cheap back then. You could mint for like $2. Like it was like two sats per V-Byte. It was like insanely cheap back then. So that's why we were able to do 10,000 now. I mean, with 28 sats, you know, V-Byte, that's expensive. But back then, you know, that wasn't that bad. So yeah, but yeah, it just shows you, you know, we were in tap, you know, we were probably the first, you know, 1,000 people on tap, which is pretty
100%.
awesome. So
100%.
So I want to say on Go See real quick too, because you did put you know, it made me think about something. So I remember maybe about a month ago, 2 months ago at this point, Benny came out and said Ghosty is an infrastructure play, and me and you were like, how is that infrastructure? And we just thought, hey, maybe their bridge is going to be thing. But now if they do become this layer 2, that is rumored. We don't know. We haven't heard anything about that. It's a complete rumor. But if they do end up being, you know, let's just say they build on ICP and are that layer 2 to track where you can do all types of canisters, because that's what their smart contracts are called over there and stuff like that. That could be huge for tap. Huge. So shout out to Ghosty and tap and all that, man. I can't wait to see what they've built. They've been building stealth, and it drives me nuts. But they've been building, and looking forward to seeing hopefully by the end of this month.
Yeah. And I think that people also, this is the last thing I'll say, next topic, but people need to realize that all these builders have experience from the previous cycle. Let's not get it twisted. They have experience. So let's think about what they're trying to forecast, right? They're trying to forecast when is the best time to release things. And end of July, August, September, when things start to get crazy, probably around that time, right? So you know, even though they have been building in silence and stuff, there could be some crazy rollouts happening, and not just them, other ecosystem, Atomicals, BRC20, Runes, you know, dApps and all this stuff. So I'm expecting a big like start to the bull run for the Bitcoin ecosystem, because I think there's gonna be a lot of stuff that shocks people.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm ready, tap. Drop that. Moving on here a little bit. RUNI IDO, Friday, June 21st, 2 p.m. UTC, which is, I think, is around 10 a.m. Eastern on RunesPad. I haven't used RunesPad before, have you?
No, because I don't think it is usable yet. I think they're going to be the first ones.
So RunesPad, and is that a product from them?
So
it is RunesPad is Runes Terminal. Okay.
So Runes Terminal is like, I think, 3 products in one, like with under one umbrella. They have obviously the Runes marketplace, or no, sorry, the Runes like scan tracker, that type of thing. They have an etcher, and then they have RunesPad. So it looks like they have Runes Book too, which I'm not sure what that is, but they do have a you know, a suite of products, right? Which is really cool. It's kind of like this Google Suite type of thing, right? Obviously not like Google Suite, but you know, the way they're rolling it out though, like with 4 different products there. I think that's really cool, because they are showing, hey, we're trying to bring as much utility to our product suite as possible.
What is this? Chain GPTs on there? They got these. So this one is what's this? 6/20/24/25. So this is this next week. This one is today. CV pad, Duck Starter, 6/19. So this was yesterday. I wonder if I can click.
So maybe they weren't the first. Maybe they're not going to be the first ones to use their
so I can buy DD
Oh, sorry.
tokens. I don't know what Duckstarter is, but
Your gateway to IDO launches. So it looks like maybe they might be a part of just facilitating, getting the launches prepped and stuff like that.
So they're doing more than just Bitcoin. So this is an Ethereum. This is Ethereum because they're on Uniswap. So yeah, they're doing more than just Bitcoin stuff.
Yeah.
So Rune's book contact.
Well, they're also a part of the whole Sendy token, right? Which is apes send
Okay.
apes. I think they're launching that as well.
Yeah, here it is. Sendy is a meme. Sendy is useless. Sendy is the best. Learn. Where can you buy Sendy at? Is it a 5 BRC20?
I think they might be rolling it out with their with their launchpad as well. But the big one that I'm focused on is he said scroll down on apes or app.runesterminal.io.
App dot. Okay.
runesterminal.io, and he said scroll down. You can see right there, upcoming.
RUNI. Yeah. Sending. So this is an IDO? No.
You can see the details right there. Just click that. Let's see details. Yeah. But the one that I'm interested in is RUNI, because that is their main token for all of this, right? So I think people have been waiting for them to have the IDO for that. It is a Runes token. But yeah, so that's big news in my opinion in terms of the date, because people have been waiting on the date. This is another utility play out of the Runes ecosystem. So we're starting to see more and more of these type of things. You got RUNI from Runes Terminal. You got I know Rune Pro is going to have one. I know that you got Ordinal Hive that's going to be doing something. You have the Protheum Dex. These are all runes, guys. And so there's tons of utility stuff that people don't really realize that is coming out of Rune's ecosystem. So I think that's something that's kind of being overlooked now. We're going to start doing research heavily on these and dropping them in our members videos. So we'll go over some of those tonight that we think have a lot of potential, because imagine getting into a track before it got to $8, right? At 11 cents like us, or 8 cents. I think I got in at 8 cents the first time, but it going all the way to $8, right? You're going to have opportunities at some of these. IDOs obviously does set the market cap higher, and so the entry is going to be higher, but some of them aren't going to have IDOs, like the VDEX token. I don't think we'll have an IDO. There's going to be other ones that are Runes tokens that have utility, and we'll go over all those details and drop them in the members live stream. So make sure you're a member. If you're not, sign up.
As a lot of BTC Startup Lab. This is a BTC Startup Lab guys, right? So I mean, obviously, Fonzie from Hive and those guys, they were BTC Startup, and Sam from Rothium is another BTC startup. So a lot. Shout out to BTC Startup Lab, man. They're really putting together a lot of big builders here. So I want to take a look at the tokenomics for RUNI real quick. So the team is getting allocation 10%. Which is more than fair. Development's getting 5%. Marketing's getting 1%. Advisors and partners getting another 5%. Company reserve getting 4%. Rewards and reserve are getting 18.75%. Liquidity and sexes getting 10%. I think this needs to happen. I think if you don't put aside 10%, you might miss out on things like Coinbase and stuff like that. Because I think the end of the cycle, Coinbase is going to be listing a lot of our tokens over here, and RUNI definitely could be one of them. So I definitely think we're definitely advising some of our projects that we're working with at least put 5% for sexes. So that's big. OG sale 6%, R1 round 1 23%, round 2 9%, KOL 5%, IDO and public 2.5%. So the total supply is 21 million. They're starting at a 94 cents. I think it's all right here. So they're pricing themselves a little. They're $20 million valuation in the start. That's pretty high in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
that is pretty.
That's just
high.
my opinion. I might not know things, but I'm just saying do they stay at 21 million? It's pretty high.
In this market, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's really tough, right? Like it also depends on what the seed round got, their tokens
Yeah.
at. I would imagine most of the seed round investors, because I believe they did raise money. I believe most of the seed round investors are waiting for that first leg up. So I don't think there should be a big dump from them. But maybe this runs up to like $1.50 and then pulls back. We'll have to really see. It depends on what those if seed round investors got in at like 30 cents, which I don't think is the case, then you could see a big dump, right? But it's a lot of these investors too, guys. You got to remember, this goes for all those big projects that raise money. They're not spending millions of dollars to make 50 grand. Right, they're spending it for that pump up. When you're hearing about crypto on the radio, you're hearing it from all your friends and stuff like that. They're looking for 100% and more. You know what I mean? So I don't think that you'll see like huge dumps from this. Of course, that could change at the flip of a hat if black swan happens, but I just really don't see a huge dump with something like this. Because we're 2 months away from a start of something really big.
I agree. One thing about the tokenomics, though, that I don't think people really understand or really put enough to is marketing. So just because you have great technology or great site or great people and stuff like that, you still need marketing. And I think this is way too low, 1% here. It's kind of scary because, ICP probably has the best technology besides Polkadot, right? ICP and Polkadot. One thing that they don't have is good marketing, right? Solana has some of the worst tech, but it has some of the best marketing, right? It has. So I think, their advisor should be advising them to put more to marketing. Marketing is where you're going to make it or break it. So that is my only really criticism with the tokenomics. Everything else, I think, looks really, really good. Especially, we've been looking at a lot of tokenomics lately. We've been kind of studying it. So that's like the only thing I wish the advisors would put that up, because that is a big deal. But yeah. And do you like the tokenomics?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty solid, honestly. I don't see anything that really, really sticks out. And if you're there, they've also been advised, right? They've gone through the incubation period phase and all that stuff. So we're going to probably see tokenomics similar to this, right? And so when they're being incubated, it's also being incubated with like the perception of they're raising money from investors. So you got to remember that too. Investors want to see certain things in the tokenomics. And so I think it's, there's nothing that really sticks out that's horrible. And we're going to probably see similar tokenomic breakdowns to this for projects that raise funds.
Being someone who is a background in marketing, do you think the 1% is too low? Or you think it's fair?
I think if you're coming out BTC Startup Lab, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Because they have, things to help you, get out there a little bit. They have a network. BTC Startup Lab has networks, right? So it's not like they're going to have zero marketing. So I think that's okay for them.
Yeah.
But I do think that it has to be consistent, right? Because, we have yet to see how a lot of these projects are going to do in a full-blown bull market in terms of marketing, right? Because I'm sure in a lot of their minds, they're like, things are going to be going so crazy. People are going to be looking for projects like you, instead of you looking for, exposure. And so we'll see how it plays out, though, because for me, a marketing guy, I always think that you need to have your ducks in a row with that. But, we'll see what happens when we head up in that first big leg.
And I'm hoping they do really well. I really do. I definitely want them to succeed. I think they're going to be. I might participate in the IDO as well. We'll see. Our next thing here is something I've dug into yesterday. So just to be for transparency, this team reached out to us. Tap Explorer reached out to us just to jump on a call and kind of show us what they're building. We talked to them. They did not dox themselves at all. They came on as Tap Explorer. So we'd have no name.
They come on camera though.
It did come on camera, so we saw their face. They're a European company. I'll just say that. And he was really cool. His English was better than he thought it was, because he kept saying things like, my English. But I heard him great the whole time.
He was good.
Yeah. So yeah, he impressed me. They were building something else. I'll let them say that when they're ready. But they were building something else into space, and it didn't it never really came into something big.
Catch.
But
Yeah.
didn't really catch. But now I think this is big, and they've been communication with Blockrunner, with the MScribe team. They're in communication with Benny and stuff like that. So and we heard a rumor that Benny said that it's a community project and stuff like that. So I went and did my due diligence, and I did the whole 9 yards. When I go into something, I go into it. So the first thing I did was I created a wallet. So if you connect here, a Unisat wallet, so they have their own wallet. It's a fork of Unisat. So it's pretty much really easy. Once I went into it, it's just like a Unisat wallet. And I can actually show you guys it right here.
You can just pin it.
Yeah, I should pin it, but I'm lazy. No, I'm joking. So this is the wallet right here. Tap wallet, usually says Unisat there. So it looks here, but this is different because you can see your stuff in here. You can see my Nat Frog. I got one of these yesterday. Then you can kind of see your tokens, your tap tokens. But you can see it still has, everything the Unisat wallet has, like runes, atomicals, and then down here it has the other stuff. So I sent some ghosty here just to have something in the wallet. And then also if you go to mint.tapwallet.io, you can use the wallet to do that. So I recommend everyone starting a new wallet. Start a new wallet, guys. New wallet here, and then just send stuff over. Don't send here more than you're willing to lose. Just practice good hygiene with the stuff. It's new, it's different. Do I trust it? Yeah, I trust it. I wouldn't download it to my computer if I didn't trust it. So, but I'm using it here, and I like what I see so far. What are some of your experiences with this?
Yeah, I think they've already solved a lot of pain points. Number one, for example, the UNAT displaying the UNATs, right? That was something that you didn't like, and they were able to solve that issue right there in your wallet too, which is amazing. Also tap, just being able to show all your tap tokens right there as well. I love that they kept the atomicals, runes, all the other fungible meta protocols as well. The next step for me is really them building out their marketplace, which they let us know that, hey, that's coming, and they said possibly into this.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that though.
Oh, well, alpha leak. Sorry, arrest me, team. No, I'm just kidding. We do it for the community right now. Just kidding. But anyways, so that is something that I'm looking forward to, and it's really, I think. Here's the thing. I asked them straight up, point blank. I said, why have you guys not been pushing this harder? Why have you been kind of behind the scenes, leaking out little posts, and that's about it? And the guy straight up told us, he said, look, we're nerds, right? We build stuff, and we don't have that same, social skills that, like, for example, like you guys do at Ordinal Revolution, or even some of the other builders might have that natural knack to them and be able to, or they have someone on their team doing that for them. He's like, for us, it's really us, and we don't really know how to do that strategy, and we're focused on getting like the wallet released and stuff like that. So I said, okay, that makes sense. And then so he was like, that's why we wanted to jump on a call with you guys. And I was like, well, the fact that you guys have built a lot of this out already, and it's ready to use, I think it's time to, kind of get to the top of the mountains and start, screaming to everybody, hey, we have this available to you for you guys to start using. Because the biggest thing is going to be, once the marketplaces come out, including theirs, which theirs obviously is going to be integrated into their wallet. Their wallet's going to be integrated into it, but the other ones are going to have to bring on their wallet as well, right? And the more demand, the more you put them in a position to where they have to automatically include it. And so I love what I see. I want to see the marketplace, and I would say let's get going, right? Let's get rocking and rolling, because they're the ones that have they're first to market, and I think that's a big thing if you have a good product.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Something really cool here that I did. So you can come in here, and then you can just put your wallet address in, and then you can put your name and register. So it's kind of like that, and it comes up here. So I'm down here, Shizzy, and you guys can come right up top here, and you can type in Shizzy, and you can keep an eye on my wallet. What I'm doing and everything, and just check it out. Let's have some fun with this. And I just want to say too, before we get any further, they did not pay us any money to do this. We just like the product. We just use it. So in the meeting, we did not come with a deal, nothing like that, nothing like talked about. We just took the call to kind of see what they were building, and we do that a lot. So I just want to put that out there. This is not a paid promo whatsoever. So yeah, but keep it moving. Yeah, so they have here. So you type in Shizzy up top here. You can see everything in my wallet, UNET, and then my tap tokens as well. So also, if you go to let me just type it up here. It's
real quick to do this to create your username Shizzy. Did you have to add an email address or anything?
Nothing. No.
Okay.
So all I did was
just associate it to your wallet address. Okay, perfect.
Yep. So I copied my wallet address, popped it in here, put my name in here, and registered. And then automatically here, you can see Ethereum Dad's here, John M, Connor, Gucci.
Hey,
so shout out those guys. And
to our community, man.
I didn't really look. So you got Lucid BTC. Someone signed up as NAC. Elon Musk, dude. Holy crap.
It's over. they win. No, I'm just kidding.
So let's see. It's 25 pages of names. So I'm gonna see if anyone we recognize. I mean, it might not be that person either, but let's see. Tony Stark, dude. Holy crap, Tom Cruise, Kanye. Wow.
Now I didn't know they had those kind of network connections.
Messi's on here, bro. The Hulk. I hope that's our boy who doesn't show up, Lou Ferrigno. Where are you, Lou? Donald Trump, dude. Tupac, dude. I knew he wasn't dead. But
funny.
All right, so this is another thing. I want to go to check out their Explorer. I'm sorry, their Index. And this is pretty cool. So you can kind of see all the tap tokens, and this is kind of why I was getting kind of bullish on Gib and stuff, because I was taking a look at like the holder counts and stuff. So you can kind of go in and oh, that's not one of the tokens. Sorry. Go to the ones that actually
show them something.
No. I went to something, but I had 0 holder count. So
minus tap. They got minus tap in there?
Yeah, they got minus tap on here. So the amounts and stuff, you can kind of see what is in each wallet and like who holds whatever. So that's pretty cool. And it says 0 because I'm guessing they sold their minus tap token. So this is pretty cool. You can kind of go through. And I asked the team because I know with Unisat they have trouble with cursed inscriptions, and I asked the team. I said, "Hey, can I send my cursed inscriptions here?" And they said they'll get back to me. So wait to send if you do have minus tap. Wait to send it to that wallet if you're interested in doing that until we get confirmation and saying it's okay. I can't imagine it is okay because Unisat has such a problem with cursed inscriptions. So I would honestly just hold off on sending any cursed inscription to the wallet. But yeah, you can kind of see, and one thing cool too is that you can see the UNETs, right, or the DMT. No, they're UNETs. They're UNETs. So, Tickabit, for instance, I don't think they're out yet. No, but they're on here.
Well, I think it showed like when you went back to the other. Go to UNETs again. Go to the ones that have numbers on there, like holders. Yeah. So click on like that first one or the second one or something. What? You know,
the Nat Wizards or something. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can probably I guess it doesn't show the images unless you go into their actual wallet.
But you can click their wallet, right, and put it up here.
Yep, and then you can see what they're holding, or what they look like, or what what the actual thing looks like. If you click on UNETs.
Yeah.
No, at the top. Go to UNETs. There we go. That's what they're. So those are all the UNETs that they're holding.
So I'm guessing the Wizards just don't have because the way the block runner explained it yesterday, it's recursive, right?
I believe so, but it's up to the creator though to set that up to have it reflect the image. They did say that.
Gotcha.
Guys, put your questions in the chat. We're getting close to that Ordinal After Hour, so we want to answer your questions. So make sure you drop your questions in the chat. Yeah,
and one other side of alpha, they're coming with a pass. So if you guys use this, and the one thing I did want to show, I just want to show the mint, how to get the so you get I think it's mint.tapwallet.io, or maybe not, or something. Yeah, it's on their website. Just go check it out, and that's how I minted the one thing I have in here,
the frog,
the tap token. No, it's not the frog. It's this thing right here, Tap Wallet 1. Transferable 0, it's the available one. So I was able to mint one of these.
So when you do that, is it just showing them that you're using it and then they're keeping track of it, or what?
I'm not really sure. Let me go to their Twitter really quick. And then I'll get the actual site.
What made you even do that?
It's on their website. I mean, on their Twitter, it's pinned at the top.
Okay.
So I just went to it and I was like, you know what? Let me try this. Oh, here it is. So you can do it here. One. Can you do 5?
You're like, can I get more?
I want more. So I'm not sure how
But
many
you know what?
do,
That's you know what this is. This is the privilege authorization meant to. Okay, this is what they're doing to kind of test the privilege off on their thing, which they have some crazy ideas, guys, or like things that they're going to implement. So in that call yesterday, I was a little bit blown away. And so like privilege authorization, you guys know about that, right? This is basically a way for people. Projects to whitelist in the TAP ecosystem. But if you remember from like 4 or 5 months ago, there was a function called token auth. And the test token for token auth was Gib. Remember that? Benny did launch the Gib token for that. From what we heard yesterday, that functionality can do huge things. And we're talking about liquidity and stuff like that. So I don't know. That call definitely made me bullish on the entire TAP ecosystem and what these guys are going to be building. So I don't know, guys. I think there was a time period where, and I'm the type of person I still need to see stuff. I need to see stuff, but I'm getting more and more bullish about this ecosystem. And this is not the only wallet. This is the first one that came to market first. There's another wallet. You need TAP. And when you have multiple, that means builders believe in it, right? You have multiple wallets, builders believe in it, right? And so, I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what the next couple months has for this ecosystem. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, dude, that was good. So the Explorer here is the only thing we didn't hit, but that just kind of gives you that. So they got the wallet, the names, Explorer, the index, and then scraps. Guys, check these out. Go follow them on Twitter. I think Yagobi has the same opinion that I do on this, that the TAP ecosystem is the next one to really pop. I mean, we're usually early to everything. We were early to, BRC 20s. We were early to the Merlin stuff. We were the BRC 420s. We were early to basically everything. I think we're going to be early again with this stuff. So definitely get on this train. We're on our live stream tonight. I'm going to tell you something else that I'm really looking into. So at our members only live stream, definitely tune in tonight. We're going to get into some stuff that I'm really bullish on, and I think we should really start looking at. So tune in to that tonight because we are kind of running out of time here. But we want to hit on some of the banners. So anything last to say on that before we go?
Well, the members live stream, I want to say that we're going to be definitely a lot more focused on like alpha stuff that's in our opinion that's going to be coming out soon, because there's a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of meetings the past 3 weeks, and so now we have all that information. So make sure to check that out tonight.
Yep. So tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'll have the link for the YouTube in the YouTube when this is over. So going on here, we have DotSwap Accelerator 2.0 is now live. This is the first BTC transaction accelerator that supports both RBF and CPFP. I'm not really sure what that stands for, but they're enabling unlimited acceleration. So you know how you can accelerate on your Unisat wallet, not Unisat wallet, your XRS wallet. They have that function there to accelerate. They have that on DotSwap, so you can basically do it whenever you want. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cheap too. It's not what XRS charge, because XRS can get expensive when you're trying to speed up stuff. So, but this is definitely cool. DotSwap's building, guys. We talked with them a few months ago or a few weeks ago, I think. But yeah, what do you think about this with DotSwap and now their partnership with NUSD as well?
I think that DotSwap needs to clean up some things, in my opinion, but they are trying to push the envelope at least, right? They're trying to roll things out there, so they're putting a little bit of risk for themselves, but they are also, putting themselves out there, right, and saying, hey, we're going to at least try these things. And so because of that, they have gotten a lot of attention lately from the Bank of Nakamoto team, and also now with this accelerator, and they have plans for like a Runes launchpad. They have a lot of plans. I think if they can clean things up, and they really do need to clean things up, if they can clean things up, then they have a opportunity to do something.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We did have a meeting with their team, right? A few weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
Month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and we heard a lot of the ideas and stuff. And the biggest thing for them recently is being able to add the stable token NUSD to their liquidity pools. I think that that got them that was a smart play for them.
Yeah. Shout out to I Walk Alone. He says CPFP stands for Child Pacer Parent. Yeah, well, I Walk Alone is studying, bro. He's definitely
him and Sheedy, man.
Yeah,
they be in all the spaces. They're really big in the bitmap spaces and stuff like that. So
yep. Shout out Sheedy. Shout out I Walk Alone, man. Appreciate you guys. It's not looking like a lot of questions in here, guys. Get more questions in here. The more questions you guys have, the longer you stay. For you guys who don't know, the first hour of the show is all news and what we're looking into. The second part of the show, which we call the Ordinal After Hour, is all about you guys. It's all your questions and stuff like that. More questions you have, the longer we stay. So pop your questions in there. The longer, we want to stay a little longer today. So help us out here. All right.
Yep. All right. Speaking of, we're actually at the Ordinal After Hour, so we'll just jump in to the comments and questions here. So let's do that. Let's see. All right. So Chain Watcher says Alpha Group for pass holders. Shizzy.
Alpha
I guess he might be talking about your post yesterday. What was that post about yesterday?
So I posted that I was trying to join, like for you guys, I'm trying to join a paid membership so I can pay and then bring the alpha back to you guys. Because there really isn't. I mean, it's hard to find.
I think he's talking about more of the Francis thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get into.
Oh, okay.
So I put out a post yesterday that said, hey, like, I'm looking to get into an alpha group, a paid one. Let me know who has one. And then some people put like some Penna's, like dudes from the guy Penna, who's like, Bitcoin's going to zero. That guy, and he put his alpha group in there. So that was pretty funny. But anyway, Francis put in there and he was like, he's like, there's alpha in our messages or whatever. And then someone else, it's like 9 people were like, I want in. So I messaged Francis. I'm like, yo, I don't know what you started, bro, but people think we're greedy. We're getting alpha. And then he was like, let's do it. So I was like, all right. So I went and made a mess. I was like, should Ordinal Revolution and Francis create the ultimate alpha group? And it was like, I don't know, over 100 votes on there, 75% yes, 25% no. And that's as far as we got. Like, there is no alpha group yet. We're in talks about doing something, but, you can't have an alpha group without Alfonso. Well, Alpha
Alfonso. Yep. Alpha Alfonso. Definitely would jump on a call with him and see what's up.
That's the story. It was just a joking around, and I took a step further and put it out a thing, seeing if he's interested. But if he is, but if you guys know any alpha groups, man, let me know. I'll pay for it. I'll get in there and kind of get you guys everything we need to bring it back here for our members.
Yeah, obviously we meet with like project founders all the time, right? So
yeah,
there's some stuff that we just can't, talk about. But I think that we, this past like 2 months has been a lot of like business side of the meetings and stuff like that. And I think what Shizzy and I are going to start focusing on starting tonight is really extracting what we can, give about those, because those are big like meetings that not anybody can just get, right? So tonight we're gonna start to talk a little bit about what some of the stuff that our community can be able to benefit from, some of that stuff. Obviously the stuff that we are told not to be able to tell or anything, we can't talk about that, but there's definitely stuff that we can talk about.
So. I'm thinking like what was that Ordinal, what was like the first one of the first collections? I remember his name. I had one for a while, the Honey Badgers. So I was gonna get the Honey Badgers so I can join that one and kind of bring up. So guys, we've been missing the stupid runes calls, right? That's my biggest thing. I want to get into a group that has these runes calls and stuff like that, because I had no idea about silly stupid little cat. I mean, I just seen the OMB boys come out and they pumped it, and the guy said, I'm dumping my dog for it, and that's the stuff that I want to get into the alpha chats for, is the stuff that is just stupid and silly little cats, right? So
I think for me, I like the information we get, but it's a lot of utility stuff, right? And so we're just not in that phase yet, but we'll get there. We'll get to that, because I think that's going to be the bigger plays eventually. So All right, let's go move on to the next thing here. Cheaty says, I saw your tweet about Tap Wallet. Yep, we just walked you through all that. Cheaty, join the live stream tonight. If you have any additional questions, you can definitely jump in there.
I can walk you through the setup if you need to at the end. So.
Yep. Abdul also says, always have skin in the game. Definitely. And that's why Michael Saylor has skin in the game, probably
100%.
Jason says, what about RUNI? How do you feel about RUNI, by the way? I didn't ask your opinion on like what your outlook is.
It's kind of like a show me, homie. You know what I mean? It's like, I just want to see. I want to see it working. I want to see it going live. We were very disappointed that it wasn't live day one. So I'm very disappointed so far. But they definitely can win me back for sure. But what I've experienced so far, I mean, we're with the halving was April 19th and we're June 20th, and Rooms Terminals really isn't active yet. So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, if it is what they say that it is, then we're going to see a lot of utility. So I don't know. I need to see stuff too. But if they can prove that, then I'm bullish on them. All right.
I just heard Dennis Green go, they are who we thought they were. I don't know why, but
Sixes. What's up, Sixes? He says his top 5 are Billy, which I included Billy, right? In mine. Yes. Yeah, they were number 5.
I didn't do mine.
And then Arsic, interesting one. Yeah. But I heard they found the runes dev. I heard they found the runes coin dev.
It was missing.
Yeah. Wanko, which that was the one I was kind of like, oh man, like I want to fit this one in there. Obviously, it's a weird storyline, but that's kind of how memes work, right? They work off of weird things too. So Decentralized was another one I was eyeing. And then he says more Wanko. Yo, I think Wanko is going to be one that like performs very well just because of the people behind it. You got like people like Butoshi, you got people like Casey, obviously. You'll probably have the people that love Casey, like Nikib and all those other people jump on there. So once like the liquidity and capital gets better over here, I feel like that one will start to catch, a lot. You'll have people like Corey probably jumping on that too, just because it's that whole group. All right, let's see here. All right, Jason says number 1 is RUNI, which is the token, their main token for Runes Terminals utility. Second one is Cindy. First ape meme. I think it has to do with their ape, that whole ape mint thing that they had.
This guy, he works for Rune Terminal.
Sure. I think, probably. But I wanted to say this, kind of break it down, because it does seem like Cindy was a part of something that they did. Maybe it was a test thing. So it says first meme on the first launch pad on Runes. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Oh, Kai FX says, Francis was OG on Duckstarter. Oh, did not know that. We definitely need to reach out to him and see what he thinks about Duckstarter, because we trust Francis and he trusts us. So that's why that team works well. Let's see. Oh, this is some news here. Nocturnal says frogs were entered into the Epic Army. So I think they're going to get an airdrop, I believe.
What is the Epic Army?
So I think it's the whole epic thing, right?
Gotcha.
So that is interesting because that makes me happy. I'm a frog holder of multiple. So you
get some blob.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that.
Epic, that's what it is. Yeah.
I'll walk along says getting close to 20K subs. Yes, we are, guys. Yes. Thank you guys so much for your support. Almost at 20. Can you believe that?
It's crazy, man.
I remember we were just at like that first time you asked me to come on the stream, and I was like nervous because I was like, man, I've never been on a podcast before back early last year. And then I was like, oh, we got 3 people watching this. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I could do this. I could do 3 people. Yeah.
It was just my mom, my cell phone, and my wife's phone.
And now we're
good times.
Yep. And now we're about to be at 20,000. So that's all due to you guys, man. You guys have helped us grow for me, I'm sure you too, as people too. You guys definitely helped us grow as a brand, and we got 264 people in here right now, so we appreciate all of you.
I think it's really about consistency. So guys, if you wanted to start a YouTube channel, now's the best time to do it. It's very quiet, it's very boring. So start a channel now, and I highly recommend just going live. If you're working during the day, go live for a half hour every night. That's how we've been growing so quickly. We just go live every single day. Since we started that, it's just been nonstop growth. And I think YouTube kind of pushes the lives out more than they do the videos. So I highly recommend, and Maddie, man, I recommend you, bud. I know you're busy, but do the lives every day. You will grow way quicker than you ever believe. And so definitely some advice from me.
Yeah, there was definitely some days like I remember whenever we could like watch paint dry because it was so slow, right? but like it was about the consistency, and it wasn't. We weren't focused about like, yeah, we would laugh about, oh, we got 10 people in here or we got this, but like we didn't care really. We just we had fun talking about innovation in the space. So the passion definitely has to be there too.
Yeah.
High Effect says, which wallets track cursed inscriptions?
So the only ones that I wouldn't say track, but I hold my
index.
Yeah, I hold mine in an Xverse where you don't spend from that that input output. You only spend from the Bitcoin one. So I highly recommend if you do hold any cursed inscriptions, do it in an Xverse where you buy and sell out of a Bitcoin wallet, and then so.
Yep. Xverse is definitely one that tracks it. Let's see. Ichitoshi says, do you remember when you could use Tap Protocol to add art to a BRC20 back last year? You could only view that on the Tap Explorer too. Is it similar? You could add art to a BRC20. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
But I'm not saying it's not possible, because it could be very possible. I just don't remember it. I remember the Tap art, and yeah, that's what I remember. But thinking about it though, like BRC20s are inscribed on a Satoshi, right? Like whenever you if you mint a certain amount, they're all gonna the total supply of whatever you mint or transferred, they're all on a single Satoshi, right? So I'm sure that like you could, create art on that Satoshi. You know what I mean? So it's I can see where that's possible.
A new member here. Congratulations. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Hall. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, LaMarcus. Welcome to the member group, man. Tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Just having that badge there will allow you entry into the members only live. We try to do them once a week. Sometimes we'll do them twice a week, depending on how much alpha and stuff like that. So definitely check that. We do have members videos when we get alpha. So if you ever get a alert saying there's a video, I highly recommend you watching it, because a lot of times they're very time sensitive. So definitely check them out as well.
Mike's World says, is the ZZZ Fehu mint legit? I saw it on the Twitter. So make sure it is the official Twitter of Fehu, because there's one that is the actual Rune official one, which is at Rune Fehu. And let's see, the last time that they tweeted was on June 5th. I'm going to pull it up over here. Okay. Because I know what you're talking about. I was actually looking at that, Mike. But if you see here, this is the official one. They're following 0 people. Sounds about right. They're so damn mysterious. Anyways, and they got about 15,000 followers. But you can see it's at Rune Fehu. And the last time they posted was June 5th, and it just says just one tweet, bro. So this is not, the one that tweeted about their mint. So I don't know any information about if that's legit or not, but I'm not going to do anything with it, because I'm just trying to stay as safe as possible. Sometimes that messes me up because I might miss something here or there, but like, I just don't want to have my assets drained. And of course, using Traverse, I have Traverse security vaults, but I also have 20 wallets, right? So sometimes I forget, do I have a vault with this one and not? So. Oh, yeah, I sure followed up with it real quick. Sorry. He says it is a scam. That Twitter account is a scam, Mike. So be careful.
Real quick, some breaking news here. Ghosty said, big announcement coming soon. Stay ready, lads. So that's the announcement before the announcement. So we'll go back to our regular broadcast. Regular scheduled broadcast.
Beep beep. Have you seen those like tricks that like kids play on their parents, that like nuclear war is coming to the United States, and like they'll be watching like a regular like a game or something, and all of a sudden they like cast from their phone, and it's like beep beep. This is a public service announcement from the United States military.
Oh man.
And then
No,
the
I haven't seen that.
parents are like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. And they get up and they're just like, I told y'all we need a plan. And I'm just like, you told them you need a plan. Like, it's like one of those
Make a
parents that are, like,
plan.
the doomsday parents. They're like, get in the shelter. Bring the corn. Bring the corn. But
It's funny.
yeah.
I get these giant gallons of water, you know, the big boys, and I have them all over the basement. My wife's like, why do we have so many of these? I'm like, one day you're gonna say, I'm so glad you got all those. But I collect them every time I go to I go to the store and I have room in the cart. I grab like 3 or 4 of them. So I got like 30 in the basement, and she hates them.
Gotcha.
What's your doomsday plan?
Gotta
be ready with the.
I need to set one up, man. Yeah. I think my doomsday plan is probably just drive to West Texas, because like it's literally like just all desert out there.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, I don't think any of our
no one's gonna
adversaries. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just trying to find where I was at. Yes. 263 people in here. Thank you guys. All right. Johnny Utah says, is Rex L2 just a trading card game, or is there more to this thing?
I have no idea what that is. Do you?
So I think this is Dante's thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what was their project called? The Runes, RuneX, right? RuneX was their RuneX was the guy, Dante and his team. They had like this way to do like OTC using Discord to trade like tokens that didn't have marketplaces, like Pipe and stuff like that. Remember? Yeah, and then they were like, they had the RuneX box, remember? And then it was supposed to mine runes, but they never released that rune, and they pivoted and said, okay, we're pivoting to a layer 2, I guess. It says Rex layer 2. So I don't know exactly what this is going to be. I'm not sure. I got to jump into this, but it says right here, the first wave of Ordi Duel invites are being sent out tonight. A small group of Ordfluencers have been chosen for season 1 of the first ever social fi on Ordinals, paying homage to the legends, making history. So I guess it's some sort of card, like, Pokemon situation, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. Looks like, you can kind of, it's like ripping a pack, but you get, a random one. Maybe you get rare ones. We'll see. Pivoting is cool, but like, I felt like that was so amped up to release like what they were going to release with. And I think that when you pivot hard on something like that, it disappoints a lot of people. Yeah. Right. So, but hey, I'm all for, looking into this to see what it's about. And I'll do that. I'll try to dive in, Johnny, and figure out if there's more to it. But I had a RuneX box, and probably would have been cool if got some tokens from that.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. Okay, Ishitoshi follows up and says, yes, you could use the tap art operation in the JSON. Okay. Cool. That's cool. So you could put art on BRC20s. Yasher says, what do you think the reason for current situations of ordinals is? The effect of runes, or is it suffers from something else, like lack of creativity?
Nah, it's just Bitcoin's going sideways, boring. People aren't really trying to risk on, I guess you could say. They're very risk off right now, so they're just holding Bitcoin to be safe. I just think once Bitcoin gets back to all-time highs and further, you're going to see a big difference in ordinals. I think the stuff that people are hating on right now is going to be very loved. I think we have some really cool stuff here. I think we have some really amazing builders and have built some really cool stuff. I just think that the risk on isn't here, and I think that but I do think that the new stuff is going to definitely do better than the old stuff, and that's why I'm definitely bullish on what Tap's building right now. So
Yeah. Well, you can see kind of some of these projects. I think he's talking about the ordinal collections here.
Oh, the collections. Okay.
Yeah, you can see that. I think this is more of like a swing of like, liquidity rotation, right? Obviously market conditions aren't the best, but this the ordinals had an amazing run up this last run up, right? I mean, Node Monks got to 0.86, right?
Insane.
OMB's got to 1.3 Bitcoin floor, and Puppets got to what was the highest they got to? Point like 4 something,
0.4, almost 0.5. They almost got up that high.
And so and obviously the run up with the frogs was the previous run up before this last one. They got to 0.4, but frogs are inching their way back in sneakily. They're at 0.056. We just need to get back to 0.1 is a big thing for frogs. But hey, I'm still holding strong with all my frogs. But yeah, I don't think it's a lack of creativity. I think it's just market conditions. And I do expect, them to have an amazing moment whenever we're like in the middle of this bull run. You're going to see some crazy price tops.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to go shopping soon because things are getting cheap.
I love H-Tush's comment here real quick. He says, my doomsday plan is to find a well-stocked prepper and invade him. And then he goes, I am English after all.
Dude, how jacked up would that be if like you were like a doomsday prepper your whole life when everything was all good and stuff, right? And let's just say you didn't have a family, you just lived by yourself or whatever. And then some dude comes up with a shotgun and goes, get out. He's like, get out. And you put your family in there and lock it up. No.
I mean, that's his plan. That's a solid plan.
Yeah. I need to protect my doomsday plan from Ichitoshi from just hijacking it.
Shout out Uday Slam. He says, man, this is the guys over at Crypto Slam. He says, man, some very nice opportunities in the top ordinal collections right now. I agree. I 100% agree with you, my friend.
100%, man. Yasher says the Rex cards are going to be revealed later on. They are airdropped to the users of the above 50 in leaderboard. Okay. Appreciate that, sir. I bet you Yasher's in like 20 discords.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. His Discord thing's probably like, no.
Be like Yasher.
Yes.
And we're going to end it on this. Johnny Utah says, make bitmap punks great again.
Yeah. Yes. Make everything bitmap great again.
Yeah.
One more. He says, I feel the Atlantic is fair, decent moat for you, Yagobi mate. What is he doing here?
He's gonna send me to the Atlantic? I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you guys want us to talk about something you guys are interested in, put it in the comments in this video, and I'll read them, and then we'll add it to tomorrow's show. Tomorrow is Friday, so join us tomorrow. We'll definitely have Raul from Fluid on there. Their swap is up.
He's not coming tomorrow. He's not coming tomorrow, but we're gonna go over it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over the swap tomorrow. Okay. So we're gonna go over the swap tomorrow, but definitely check that out. It should be fun. We're gonna go over how it works and all, and how potentially you get that pass that they the airdrop, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm messing up here. Whatever they said.
Well, no, they already they dropped the video, so that pass looks really sleek. We're gonna talk about that in the members video tonight. Stuff like that, guys. Stuff like that. Yeah. So, hey, I know we've been a little bit slacking on the members videos with Alpha, but I'm telling you, a lot of our stuff is utility, and it's going to be big once that phase of the market comes, because you're going to have it all lined up. You're going to be, know what to look for and what to get into. Please check out our partners, Ordinal Hive. You can see all our partners above, the Web3 partners, Ordinal Hive. They're launching very, very soon on Merlin Chain. Those guys are crushing it with this launch prep. Blur of Bitcoin, guys. You're going to be able to utilize it on Merlin from an EVM environment, as well as Bitcoin Layer 1. Fluid tokens are partners that have a solution to people trying to brick the Runes tokens and stop the market cap from growing. So check them out. Use the platform. Use the Runes DEX. They're a borrowing and lending platform as well for Ordinals. Verothium DEX launching on Merlin Chain as well. And then our guys from Traverse Labs. If you're scared, can't sleep at night because you're worried about your Bitcoin Layer 1 assets, get a security vault and lock those suckers up, because they will prevent you from getting drained.
100%. And guys, please go check out ordinalrevolution.com. It really helps our show. If you go to that a couple times a day, just type it in, boom, boom, sign it, go into that. So that really helps our stats and really helps us grow. Check out ordinalrevolution.com. And if you do come here, we have a 21% off coupon to get into Bitcoin Nashville. We will be in Bitcoin Nashville, so come down and check us out. It should be a fun, great time. Come say hello to us. And yeah, so it's 21% off. So definitely check that out. And also, we have some of the best articles here, guys. Go check these out. Amazing stuff. And here at the top of the store, we have the store tab, and also down here we also have this tab here. So you click them, they both take you to the same place. Thanks to Ordinal Revolution, our Shopify. We have some of the best Ordinals gear around. We got a lot of it, guys. So definitely hit the view all and check out everything we have here. This is Panda shirt, it's sick. But yeah,
I got that. Shout out Meta Panda.
Yeah, Meta Panda. They get Not Bullish Enough shirt. You got some Pickle and Frogs. I have 401b, some Goosenal stuff, and much, much more, guys. So check that out. And we are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. So check us out all week, guys. And tomorrow will be the final show of the week. And then every weekend we have a weekend update. So tune into that as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
We got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
We got some breaking news. KuCoin just launched Dog, guys.
Whoa!
Dog USDT pair. So that's some pretty breaking news there. So congrats to the dog holders there. And
where's it going? Where's the dog going?
To the moon.
Great news. Thank you, Yashir, man. Right at the end of the show, we appreciate you, my friend. But shout out, congratulations, dog holders, man. You guys are the real winners. But I will end it on that note, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
We OG, or no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookie on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.